The domain of the Big Cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, Lions, Wildcats, and Cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountain prowls this landscape, and when we get to pair them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wildcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will get the first possession of the game. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The give on the option. It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Kentucky's offense has the ball for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology, how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask from a freshman.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Gives it on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Breaks the tackle. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using the quick game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. to the air on first down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Kent State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He'll take it himself on the read option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Turning on the Jets. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Gives it on the option. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
Hauls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He's now up to 77 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Makes a man miss. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Power football with the run. Makes his man miss. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. It's complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Kentucky, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. It's complete on the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball. Just keeps slinging it. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Finds his tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The negative play leaves them with second and 12. The play action fake. swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's in open space downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's a 1st down.
The long back's got it. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the give off the left side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. On target. He is down at the... Terrific run after the throw and catch. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to bully their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll run it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch, called for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. He makes the grab. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The run from the shotgun. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles. Unbelievable.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
But, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 18 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
LSU 42, Kentucky 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working the man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first down, running the read to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Looking for room at the 30. He's loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fights off a defender. Offense. Third down conversions like that, they've got it at the 25. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Good enough for first down.
The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. Couldn't quite pull it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Loss of 2.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pressure coming, and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Ends up getting tackled.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
By the receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. He took a hit as he couldn't go over the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming on. Right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides the back on the option. The give. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Santos. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up the 3. It's 3rd and 7. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll put toe leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here comes the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money.
Wide open spaces. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They're going to run it. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do it's hard to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Thought maybe that goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Slithers into space. Oh, what a cut! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Going to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Barrels ahead. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executor. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. From the gun, give on the inside. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the hit. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. A strike downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll keep it himself. Oh, out of space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right here. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
To the ground with the back. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last
like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7.
He's got it inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air on 1st down. Hires to the big fella. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's shipped. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Wolverines cover the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Off the play fake on first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down line. He's a yard short. Looking for a push on fourth down. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Looking for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Orange.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the 2-point conversion. He's looking to pass. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up second and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first to the middle. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. And the timing just a hair off. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All tied up, under a minute to play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Using the quick game. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Defense was confused, and the head coach uses the timeout. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs through a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Tight end finds a soft spot. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care, fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia somehow, some way, found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll pull it on the read. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Flames are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Batonio. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, going up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and...
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Touchdown, Mustang. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
34, Liberty, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Gilliam. Good timing on the quick out. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, and tremendous aggression there on foot.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeMarco. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Liberty, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
On this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Using his feet. Inside the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Makes the quick grab. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The give. Hard running there. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Gilliam. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Leaves it with the back.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Flames trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
48, Liberty, 7.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more play to pad the stats. Out of the gun to give to the back. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a scene we're going to have. Full checkerboard environment. Not just the end zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout the stadium. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Oregon 31, Utah 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They'll run it from the gun. The Ducks get enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hand off from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Beckham. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Peppers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. catch in the middle. It's Carter. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Pulls it in. It's Peppers. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Complete downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a
shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Right on the money. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. Motion from the back. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. Turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Caught behind the line. It's Peppers. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. The Utes line it up with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
The play action fake. Gets it to the back. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a two-possession game. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Bulldogs taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense will have first crack at this one. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position. Right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
And the missed connection on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Louisiana Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting him into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Spinderella. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Angulo. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Louisiana Tech, 7, Texas A&M.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Got the quick completion. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Got the first down himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, first and 10. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Foster. And he'll haul it over, take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sweet cut. It's a seam wide open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to...
Going the other way, and he's got more. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Now, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to blow his way in. Touchdown, Aggies. They wanted to finish, and then they did on that possession. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Back to throw. It's Angulo. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. secondary scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They had the big play to start the drive, and a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to throw. It's Angulo. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Give to the big fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Non-A receivers like to get hit. They just don't. Okay? Over the numbers. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. They'll get him corralled and down. line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Flying play action. Lets it fly on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Kramer. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Aggie. Followed that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. Is where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear them.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the fullback. Runs through the tackle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. It's absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Foster. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. It's complete to the right. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Finds a tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 15. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Rides the back and leaves it. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. One back to the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Unloads quickly. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here.
points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls and fires complete. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff to the fullback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Angulo. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. QB draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Going up top again. Heaves it on the run. Catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll run it. It's Kamara. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And it takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Angulo. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marco. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Marco. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Big fullback's got it. It's a running room. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Angulo. Grabs it in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Cheek. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Marco. He actually... go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback's rolling away from Heath. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Put it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They march 79 yards on the drive, so the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll go to the ground. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Angulo. Quickly complete. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, what a move to get room. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bulldogs are flying down the field.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Makes the catch. It's Webb. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Parrish. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal, Louisiana Tech.
Back to throw, it's Angulo. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field at will. They're up by 25 over the Brewers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Brings up second and
They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Foster. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out of this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they could block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Angulo. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's cheap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want it.
He's got it inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one. They've got it down to the 23.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand. You're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's loose. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown for the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
It's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They cover the line for the 1st play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's pushed down at the 38. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And into the end zone. And he rolls in the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finds a little space. And the defense... No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's cheap. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Angulo. Snag in the middle. It's Marco. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get...
Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
From the gun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in a because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 31 to Auburn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd down, going up top. grabbed over the middle. It's Kramer. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Angulo. That's caught. It's Webb. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Fast completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dances away to buy time. Turns it on in midfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
27 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Now the play fake. It goes incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's what he'd like to have back.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well.
There he goes! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. That had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, he'll throw it. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. To the ground with the back. Running to Green. All out of space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Here's the handoff. After the filthy move, he's got room. Smash pushes through the tackle. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Daly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Notre Dame right back to the line. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option.
Just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win over there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. Fouls through the defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a great job on the blitz getting the sack and showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Dome linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stone? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Got his man on the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Daly. Takes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Leaves it with the back. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Wants to throw on first down. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're...
Oh, he's getting it with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Second down.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They get to the line quickly. From the gun. The running back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but This unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Unloads it downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Caught in the backfield. It's Daly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Creates a little space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Hawkeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Parker. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame right back to the line. Got it behind the lines. It's Nicholson. And he's brought down after a nice game. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He'll do it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Hunt is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove that.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll operate out of split backs. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, and a Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Notre Dame lines up quickly. On the run, it's Anger. Shakes off the defender. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's a pass. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Short gain on the play before he slides. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kick is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. And he wants to throw. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might
this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. It's a running room. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Rides to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away.
Oh, he's got some strength. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pass rush. He is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Runs through a tackle. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Takes it from the gun on third down. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Plucks it out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They're just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Keeps it going. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do that, you change the whole offensive philosophy. When I'm getting tackles for losses and I'm getting you behind the sticks, I get to have even more fun and get after your quarterback and play the pass and not have to worry about the run.
They kick it away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Power football with the run. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 16 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hawkeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Turning it on! And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Hawkeyes under the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Running there. Oh my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line on this giant defensive tackle. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Always always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aaron.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Oh, and he wants to throw it. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Anger. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, better look out. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got rid of. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on. It's not about